In question 1 of this exercise, we have to determine which of the following polynomials have x plus 1 as a factor. So we are going to use the factor theorem to solve this question. What is the factor theorem? Well, for given a polynomial px, a linear polynomial x minus a is a factor of this polynomial px if pa is equal to 0. This means that if I substitute the 0 of this linear polynomial into this original dividend polynomial, and if I get 0, then this linear polynomial is a factor of this polynomial. This is what the factor theorem says. As I explain in the concept lecture on this topic, the factor theorem is simply an extension of the remainder theorem. It's not really a new concept. And that is what we're going to apply in this question. So let's do the first part. In the first part, the polynomial is x cube plus x square plus x plus 1. To check whether x plus 1 is a factor of this polynomial and the other polynomials, we will substitute the 0 of x plus 1, which is x equal to minus 1, into each of these polynomials. So let's do it for the first one. So the first polynomial is x cube, so that's minus 1 cube, plus x square is minus 1 square, plus x is minus 1 plus 1. So what is this equal to? Well, minus 1 cube is minus 1, and then plus 1, so that's 0, and then minus 1 plus 1, that's 0. So this means, because I got 0, this means that x plus 1 is a factor of the first polynomial. Now let's look at the second option. So the second option is x to the 4, x cube, x square, x and 1. So let us substitute x equal to minus 1 into this polynomial. So I will get minus 1 to the 4 plus minus 1 cube plus minus 1 square plus minus 1 plus 1. So what is this equal to? Well, minus 1 to the 4 plus minus 1 to the cube, this is 0. Minus 1 square plus minus 1, this is 0. And then we have a 1. So this whole thing is 1, which means that the second polynomial does not have x plus 1 as a factor, because when I substituted x equal to minus 1, I did not get 0. So the second polynomial does not have x plus 1 as a factor. Now let's go to the third part. The third part is this polynomial that you see, x to the 4 plus 3x cube plus 3x square plus x plus 1. So let's calculate it for x equal to minus 1. So I have x to the 4 is minus 1 to the 4 plus 3x cube, so 3 times minus 1 cube, plus 3x square, so 3 times minus 1 square, plus x, so that's minus 1, plus 1. So what is this equal to? Minus 1 to the 4 is 1, minus 1 cube is minus 1, so that times 3 is minus 3, and then we have 3 times 1, so that's plus 3, and then we have minus 1 plus 1. So what am I left with? This cancels and the 3's cancel, so I'm left with 1. So this is again non-zero. So even this polynomial does not have x plus 1 as a factor. And now finally let's look at the fourth part. So in the fourth part, we have this cubic polynomial x cube minus x square minus this 2 plus root 2 x term plus root 2. So let us substitute x equal to minus 1 into this. So what do I get? I get minus 1 cube minus minus 1 square minus 2 plus root 2 times minus 1 plus root 2. So let's see what this is equal to. So minus 1 cube is minus 1, minus 1 square is 1, and minus 1 is what I have. And then when I multiply 2 plus root 2 with minus 1, and I have a negative sign here, so that gives me plus 2 plus root 2, and then I have a root 2 sign here. So 2 and minus 1 cancel out, but I'm still left with root 2 plus root 2, which is 2 root 2, which is not 0. So even the fourth polynomial does not have x plus 1 as a factor, because when I substituted x equal to minus 1, I did not get 0. So that solves the first question. Let us go to the second question of this exercise. To learn more about how QMath can help you crack school and board exams, explore QMath Leap, a live online classroom program run by highly experienced and committed teachers.